Hey everyone, welcome to Chess Puzzles. We're rated 1625 in chess puzzles right now. So let's see what we can do to win this puzzle. This is another end game puzzle. Not my strong suit. Well, I guess we'll find out if it's my strong suit. I think I'm gonna go around. But I don't know. I feel like we have to leave this one. Okay, yeah. And then our king just kind of walks up and walks our pawn up. That's good. That's good. Okay, white to move. We have a queen, 2 rooks, and a knight. Our opponent has queen, 2 rooks, knight, and a bishop. With this, we're probably looking at checkmate. Can we do anything without getting checkmated if we don't make one forcing move at first? What I'm seeing is, no. I don't think we can get checkmated right now. He's got this, but we've got rook. So he's got queen d4, but we've got rook d4 can take. So I think we're fine with one move. I think we can do one move, and that move is going to be rook h8, rook h1, and then we're going to go queen h8. Yeah. And then that's checkmate. All right, black to move. We have 1 rook and 1 bishop, and our opponent has 2 rooks. Let's see what we can figure out here. Black to move. Okay. All right, so we can definitely fork a rook. But then he can take our rook. So that's an interesting situation. We really don't want that. We're not really winning anything, are we? Can we... What happens if we just put him in check here? Maybe he goes down. That doesn't look good either. I don't see a difference. Bishop g4, not seeing it. He just takes. Well, if he did that, we'd actually win a rook. So maybe that's the way. I mean, that's better than this. Right? He moves up. We take. He takes. What are we left with? He's got a rook. We've got a bishop. This way, we sacrifice the bishop, and then we win a rook. So it's a rook and a rook, and we've got actually 2 pawns. That's going to be what I'm going to try, unless we can find a checkmate pattern here. So we got this. Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to sack the bishop. That's not the... I mean, that is a strong... Okay. Is it... Do we have to go for the fork? I don't get that. Oh. Then we take. Ah. Why didn't I see that? Why did I not see that? I was thinking this. No. I was thinking fork. I guess I was just thinking, like, what if this? How did I know he wasn't going to do this? Oh, then I just win a rook. Ah. Okay, that makes sense. Oops. Okay. I mean, we need to calculate better. White to move. We have a queen, 2 rooks, and 2 minor pieces. Our opponent has a queen, 2 rooks, and 3 minor pieces. I think we can do a checkmate. We got discovered check right here. So we can scurry the king out here. I think we're gonna entomb him. We can scurry the king out here, and then we can go in with the king, and then yeah, deliver checkmate with the knight. A brilliant sacrifice. White to move. We have a queen and a rook, 2 minor pieces, as does our opponent. I don't know if we can get checkmate here. Okay, so I'm seeing possibly check with the bishop. Maybe he takes with the knight. We take his rook with our rook. Oh, but he doesn't have to take with his pawn, so that doesn't work. That doesn't work. I just don't know if the idea here is checkmate or win material. But I see we sacrifice the bishop. It doesn't matter how he takes, we win his queen. He can do all that, we've got that. So I think we just win his queen. Sacrifice bishop, take queen. And then take rook, too. Yeah. That was good. We're professionals now. White to move. We have a rook and a knight. He has, our opponent has 2 bishops. But our pieces don't look like they're in a great position. We may have to do something like this. Check. We could probably do some crazy things by just pushing the f-pawn. f4, he's in check. He can't take because the knight is defending, so he can't go here or here. So yeah, he can't go here because we have the rook looking down this whole line. So he can go here, and then we can again push. And then it's checkmate. White to move. We have a knight, as does our opponent, and we're oh, okay, so he's about to this is going to be an interesting endgame puzzle right here. He's about to promote. So we can push our pawn. He has a queen, and then we have a queen, and he's in check. He goes here. Oops. Our knight takes a long shot. Now, let's see. Yeah, so the great thing is when he promotes, we're not instantly in check, but when we promote next turn, he's in check immediately. We have the forcing move. We have the forcing promotion. At that point, we can use our knight to put him in check, and then you know, he can go a lot of different areas. So let's think about this. Promotion. Well, okay. We move forward, he promotes, we promote, and he has to deal with it. The only thing he can do is go king e7, and then we can just go. That's a tricky one. We can't go here because the knight can't do that. Our knight isn't trained for that. I do like this. Yeah, and then at that point, we can go here. And that's almost checkmate. Goodness gracious. Knight comes here. He's in check. Okay, he can't go here. Can't go here. He can go here. He can't go here because our queen will be up here. Looking at these. He can go here, and then he can go here. So there's 3 options at this point. And we have to be careful to protect our knight. Man, this is a tough one. Should we do a little bit of hope? Should we just push up? Let's just push up. Just as I thought would happen. But... okay, we can't go here because his knight. That's probably why his knight's there. I would think we push with the knight, but maybe we just go here. Or maybe even here. I think we would use the knight, but then he has too many squares he can go to, you know? Like, we could go here, but he can just keep running further from my knight, and then my knight doesn't help. What's possible is we go here, and he goes there, and then we pin his queen. You know, we win his queen, essentially. That's definitely a winning game. But why would he go there? Why would he do that? Let's do this. Oh my gosh, we made the right decision and we pinned his queen. I don't know why he did that. I mean, maybe it was like forced checkmate in 12 or something somehow, but we did it. Black to move, queen, 2 rooks, and 3, all of our minor pieces. We have all of our pieces. We're still in the opening, pretty much. And he has all of his pieces as well, it looks like. So there can be a lot of calculation going on here. We have a really nice bishop to h3. He can't take. And then we have checkmate. Bishop h3, and then queen g2, checkmate. I don't see how anything else, well, besides that. So we can't, we have to move our king. Yeah, and then it's checkmate. Black to move. We have 2 rooks. Our opponent has 2 rooks and a knight. Immediately I'm seeing rook f5. He has to move. King is forced to move to h4. And then rook f4 is checkmate. I think this is also checkmate because we're defended. Nice. Black to move. We have a queen, a rook, and 2 bishops. Our opponent has a queen, 2 rooks, and a knight. So a bishop for a rook. He's up points. We have a bad check. coming. So we probably want to do a forcing move. We can just fork like that, but first we probably gotta get rid of his knight. But then again, we have that forcing move. And so that's a really ugly move. Maybe, let's see. No. Oh, what I meant to do is this. And then knight takes rook e8. Let's check. So that would be check. His king could go here. It can't go there. It wouldn't be able to go here. It could go there, and it could go there and there. We go here, or we go here. We should be able to checkmate him with 2 bishops, I would think. We sacrifice the queen, force him to take the rook. I mean, force him to take the queen with a knight. That's my idea. Because it's a sacrifice. It's such a puzzle idea, isn't it? Boom. He takes. Then, rook e8. He can go here. He goes here. We deliver checkmate. No, it's not checkmate. It's a terrible move. Terrible idea. None of that works. None of it works. Forget it. Forget sacking the queen like that. That's not going to work. Oh, however, this bishop right here takes away that attacker, so he can fork with the fork, you know, win a rook. Probably win both rooks. I don't know. Win one rook would be fine. No, because then they connect. So this is a really tough one. But what I'm thinking is if we go here, we're actually defending this. So I'm not as worried about this h7 problem. But his pawn takes. There's a couple problems, I guess. We take. He takes. My issue is that's all that can happen. You know, we can do this, and then we have that defender we want. But and then let's just say he does that. We can go here, but then he what? He goes down, and then we don't want to take a rook, because then his rook will get our queen. So takes knight. Queen forks, rook with king. Let's just say the king, okay, the king can't go here. The king can go here, there and there. Now, if the king goes to one of these, then we just take the rook. But if the king goes down, then we could go rook e8, and that should be checkmate, but it's not, because then the king can go here. Well, then we would win a rook. I don't know. Let's try this. Wow. So he did something different than we expected. Oops. So maybe we do fork now. Let's fork and see what happens. So he's giving us the rook. He's giving us checkmate, really. I don't know why he did that. Why would you do that? Okay, white to move. It must have been a worse situation for him than we realized. We have a queen, 2 rooks, and 2 knights. Our opponent has a queen, 2 rooks, and 2 bishops. This would be a1. That's h8. This would be e4. Okay, e4. I gotta get used to the board. White to move. We probably do checkmate somewhere here. check. Big ideas here, big ideas. Our rook is under attack. But just moving the rook right now would be such a passive move and we would lose a knight. So we want to do some forcing moves. Something like this would be great. What's he going to do? B5, what's he going to do? He's going to give up his queen. He drops his queen, I just take it. So that's undeniable. And now we take a free rook. I mean a free pawn. Also putting him in check, but maybe that's too passive. Maybe that's ignoring a good checkmate idea. No, that's just giving up material. We're close. I think we can get checkmate. That's a terrible move. Gives away our knight. Gives away our knight. I would think we just take, but then he can do several things. It doesn't really help us as much as you'd think it would. Well, we could take it one down. Let's see. Pull back, queen b4. That doesn't ultimately get us in a better situation, though. See, this is a fork. That's a queen fork with a king, but he can just take. You know, so I could take this and then do the fork, right? But by then his king probably moved, or had to have moved. Where's the genius in this? Is it here? No. King would take it. I'm not seeing this one. We need the best possible moves. Need to figure this out. It wouldn't be this. That would just be a queen trade. Be a terrible move. We don't have many options though, do we? We could go here. C5. I don't see how that really improves our position though. Okay, I'm seeing, what if we do this, and then he goes here, and then we go here, put him in check, he takes the queen, we win his queen. But that would require him to go here instead of, what if he just goes here? Then we fork again. Then he goes back down. I don't know. Let's try it. I don't know why that worked, but I kind of had an idea. We had enough of an idea to try it and get it right. White to move. We have a queen. That's A1. That's H8. This would be D4. Okay. E5. All right. We have a queen, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, and a knight. He has queen, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, and a knight. We're equal, pretty much. He's up a pawn, really. I think we have checkmate here. Of course, you know, the queen wants to go somewhere like this. Just somewhere to get him. But too many things are blocking that. So, our bishop is pretty powerful, though. And for some reason, this seems pretty natural to me. I don't know. I feel like we have a checkmate here somewhere. Knight check. Bishop f6 is not forced, but seems like pretty almost forced. Let's just say he takes, we take. Now we're looking at his rook with our bishop. And then we can just do something like this. And then his king has to move here because the lines. And then no, it's not looking. That's not the idea. I don't think that's it. All of these are just bad ideas, really. And I mean, okay, so we have this, and then his queen takes. So that actually simplifies for me that I know that's not the right move. Because we don't want that. That's bad. We have this battery here. Oh, I see. We sacrifice. Protected by the bishop. King can't go anywhere. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Sacrifice. Checkmate. King can't go here, can't take, and can't go there. Because rook is covering this, and bishop's covering all this. Of course, he can't go there because the rook. White to move. A1, H8. This would be E7. Yep. Trying to guess squares before without looking so I can get more familiar with the board. Okay, so queen. We have a queen, 2 rooks, and a knight and a bishop. Our opponent has queen, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, 1 knight. So there's a lot of pieces on the board, basically. We might be able to do checkmate, but I'm feeling more like, yeah, I think, oops, maybe checkmate is in the works here. We have a lot of good stuff here, honestly. A lot of crazy stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. We're attacking in many different areas. Even if his king goes here, we might have something like that. We have a lot of stuff going on. A lot of traffic, but what's he have? He has this. What is the knight? Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff too. This is quite a puzzle, quite a setup. What if we sacrifice a rook, and then he would have to take bishop. So we get rid of the knight. See, we want the queen here. That would be nice, right? If we had the queen right there. But I don't know if that's the main end goal, but or a crucial part of it, but since it's nice, let's calculate it. We want the queen here. What's preventing it? The knight is preventing it. So what if we took the knight, then the bishop? Queen's freed up. Oops. Queen's freed up to go to h6, because the h6 is what I like the look of. So at that point, he would have to go here, and then we have checkmate because he can't go here because our bishop. So I think I like that idea. I think we sacrifice one rook. And the only reason the second rook is back here in the puzzle is because that way this isn't a possibility. The king is not allowed to take that rook. So, rook g8, bishop takes, queen h6, king e8, queen h8, checkmate. A brilliant sacrifice. Oh gosh, we have a problem. That bishop is still there. We want forcing moves. You know, that's all great. We could still take this. He moves, but then we have a problem where we just going to queen h8 doesn't work. I didn't calculate for that. Maybe there's a way we can run it around. How could this be a bad idea though? That looks like such a good idea. That just looks like such a good idea. Why wouldn't you take that? I feel like we need to take it. And then that way it's another forcing move. He has to do something. Maybe he goes there. And then we can figure out from there. Okay. No, that's just we gained points, right? So that was good.